Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, Learn with Anhad. Today we're going to do verbal reasoning number codes. So let's get on with it. Okay, so what we're trying to do over here is that we have 4 words and 3 codes. And each word has a code assigned to it, and we're trying to figure out the missing code in all these questions. So how we're going to do that is trying to find links between the numbers and the words. For instance, 2 words have both begin with the same letter, because there's one over here and one over here. So we can check that by looking. So there's der over there and de over there. So that means we can just write down 1 over there above der, above d, so we know that that's a 1. Okay. And now we're trying to look for more connections, so we can figure out all of these. So 5 is over here, and there's a 5 at the beginning of a word. So and it's with the 1, so it has to be either E or A or E. So let's say 5 is A. That wouldn't work because there is no other word beginning with A. So it has to be E, and we can check that because if E is 5, then L is beginning with E. So you can write that. You can write 1, 5, 3, 6 underneath D, and 1, 3, 6, 5 underneath there. Okay, and we can write 5, 3, 6, 7 above underneath L. 6, 7. Sorry about my handwriting. Okay, anyways, so now let's move on to the questions. So the first question is, what is the missing code? Well, we can figure that out by looking that, we know that R is 6, so we can write 6 at the beginning over here. Okay, and 6 at the end. And then we know that E is 5, so 6, 5. And then A is 3, so 6, 5, 3, 6 is the missing code. Okay. And now what is the code for deal? Well, that would be D is 1, so we can write down 1. And E is 5, so we can write down 5. A is 3, so we can write down 3. And L is 7, so we can write down 7. So 1, 5, 3, 7 is the code for deal. And what word will have the code 6, 5, 3, 1? Okay. Well, 6 is R, so we can write down R. Okay. 5 is E, so we can write down E. Okay, and 3 is A, so we can write down A. And 1 is D, so we can write down D. So read. 6, 5, 3, 1 is read. Okay, so let's move on to the next example question. Okay, so over here, what we need to do is the same thing as before, using the 3 number codes and figuring out answering the questions. So we can see that over here, there's okay, 1 second. We can see that there's a 1 over here and a 1 at the end of a word, and there's a 5 at the end of a word and a 5 at the beginning of a word. So let's try it out. So let's say if D, is there any other word ending in D? Oh yeah, there is. There's mead. So but is there any word is mead beginning with R? No, it isn't. So it can't be D. So let's move on to mead. So let's say mead is 1. Okay, so M is 1, okay? Is there any other word ending in M? Yeah, there is. There's dram, okay? And dram is also beginning with the D, the same D over here. So that means it could, and this could go there or this could go there. So we're not too sure of which one's which. But we know that 1, 4, 3, 5 is either mead or dram and sort of thing. So with 5, 2, 3, 1. So that's not enough though. We need to figure out more connections. So let's see a 4. So we have a 4 over here, right? And there's a 4 in this word over here. So it has to be a 4. So in either so it's either E or R in the third one, in the third letter of the other words. So if is there E in the other word? So there's no E over there in der, and neither in where. So it has to be the other way around. So it has to be R. And so R, there is a R in where, so it has to be that. So that means dram is 1435. So I'll write that down. 1435. Okay. And mead is 5231. 5231. Sorry about that. Okay, 1 second. Sorry about it. That does not look like a 2 at all. Okay. So now we know that 6342 is where, so we can write that down there. 6342. So now we can move on to the questions. So the code for dram is 1435, right? We know that. 1435. And we need to find the code word for ream. Ream. So you know that R is 4, so we can write down that 4. E is 2. A is 3. And M is 5. So 4235 is the code for ream. And we need to find the word that has the number code of 6234. So 6 is W, so we can write that down. 2 is E, so we can write that down. 3 is A, right? Yeah, 3 is A, so we can write that down. Sorry about the E, yeah. So yeah, and then 4 is R, so where. Okay, so that's that. And now it's time for practice questions. So pause the video and attempt these questions, and if you have any answers, write them down in the comment section below. Okay, assuming that you have done what I told you to, let's look at the answers now. Okay, I'll go through them with you over here. So, okay, so we have to find the connection over here too. So we have 7 at the beginning over there and 7 at the beginning over there. 7 and 7 too, I mean, should I say. So G-A. So yeah, it has to be here. So it could be either one of there. So we have to find another connection like before. So there's a 6 at the end of there and 6 at the end of that word there. So let's say, is there an E at the end of any other word? Yeah, but there's also an N at the end of another word. So that's not really a help to us, is it? But we do know that 7253 is either game or gain, and so things. So 7246. Okay. So is there anything else? Okay. 5. Can 3, 5, or 3 help us? Okay. We can write down 72 over here just to help us. We might not need to figure out the whole thing. We'll see. Okay, and we have a 1886. So let's try to find this connection over here. So there's a 6 at the end of that word and 6 at the end of that word. So it has to be boon and gain, because that it can't be a game, because that's already having that. Or it could be, because of, yeah, it actually could be, because of tele. It could be 7, it could be 188. No, it can't be, it has to be boon, because 8, there's double 8, so there has to be double letters, so it has to be boon. So we write 1886 over here. And then we know that gain is going to be 7246. Sorry about the writing. Yeah, and over here is going to be 7253. Okay. So now we can, so the answer is of course now here. So 1863 would be bone because 1 is B, and so in these in multiple choice you can cross off the answers. So we know it has to be B, so we can cross that off, and cross that off. It has to be between these two. So it saves time because you only have to figure out the next one rather than the full word. But when if you have time to double check, then you can go through the full word just in case. Okay. Over here, and then 8 is of course O, so it's bone, not bane, so we can take that away. Okay, so what's the code for bane? So we're trying to figure out for bane there. Oh, so B is 1 of course, and then A is 2, N is 6, and E is 3, so 1 2 6 3 there. And what is 5 4 6 3? 5 over here is M, so we can cross. We can basically we don't need to go any further because all the other words do not have a M beginning with them, so we know it's mine automatically. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and please hit the subscribe button and click the like button for more videos like this. Bye bye.